I don't know what this is gonna look like in my VODs. I'm hoping that these aren't all split into like 7 different videos, but I guess we'll see how it goes. Especially since I can see connection is still struggling here. So for all my big talks about even maybe streaming Hades 2, looks like streaming in general might be a bit of a non-starter, but come on, you can do it, internet. Just hold out just a bit longer while we finish off our evening here, please and thank you. But okie dokie, let's head up to Elf as discussed, and we can see if we can maybe make some progress here. I do like immediately seeing artifact gloves with cold resistance on them as well. Didn't realize it was my birthday. Holy. A bit of more intelligence also helps out with the whole spellcasting side of things, so don't mind if I do. And that might actually give us the keys to the kingdom here. But we shall see. Don't want to get our hopes up too much. We're back, or rather for the first time, we're seeing solid resistances across the board, which is lovely, because that's definitely something that has been severely lacking throughout the entirety of this run. And yeah, with Dimensional Bullseye, I mean, I don't know if the Dimensional Bullseye is really doing a quick enough job of taking care of our friend, but that's fine. Oh my gosh, imagine if I hadn't come to Elf. The lightning scales just sitting here? Okay. Well. Well. OBS definitely struggling something fierce here today. For all my talk about ending this run one way or another, I definitely have concerns that we're gonna have to call it early regardless, but let's push for it and hope against hope that we pull through here. Again, internet, I believe in you. Fight against the solar storm. You can do it. Okay, a little Spriggan Shaman hanging out there. Fun little bit of flavor, but Irradiate at 12%. I mean, it's not horrible. I probably want a little bit better than that. So, without further ado, let's start blasting here. Use our Dimensional Bullseye to full advantage. And that basically does the trick for us. Fantastic. Ring of Wizardry, not too concerned about bringing that into the fold. I do like to see some more mutation potions. Actually, no I don't. There's no way I chug any mutation potions. They might get rid of the gifts that Jivya has endowed upon us here. So chances are that'll actually never be the case that I'll want to swap that out. On the other hand, 22 digging charges? I might actually take that. Might take you up on that game. That's going to make our orb run potentially quite a bit safer, as well as Zot in general. I might just lean heavily on that ability. And Dimensional Bullseye definitely still shines the strongest against summoner enemies like that Demonologist. It's lovely to not have to worry about them. Oh hey, Zenata. Okay, Sigil of Binding. Kind of worked out. I wonder if I can step on the Sigil of Binding. Don't actually know, but never have to find out here. Let's Irradiate to finish you off. It's a nice fitting way to do it, as that's what we came here to do. Came here to Irradiate and chew bubblegum, and we are all out of bubblegum, of course. Well, might as well finish off the floor while we're here. Who knows what other goodies we may find. Turns out that's it. Got all the goodies, so let's get out of here. Perfect. And I guess to entrance of Zot we go. No time like the present to just see what happens. But before I do, let's go back. Let's buy another magic mapping so we can use those on as many of the floors as we're capable of, which looks like it will be locked in at 3 here. Right, I might as well buy enchant weapon 2 while I'm at it. Put that on my draining arb list. And what else? What else have you got in store for me, game? Another scroll of enchant weapon. I think I will head that way. In fact, the enchant armor I think was closer and potentially in snake, so be prepared for a little bit of back and forth action here, unfortunately. I guess such is life. But back that way. In fact, I think this was the store potentially that had all of the enchant armor scrolls. It is indeed. So let's start here with these 3. And in fact, that is more than enough. Perfect. Ended up with too many artifacts, I guess, to really require the use of all of the available purchases there. But then last but not least, maybe I just go buy some additional haste. In fact, yeah, we did go down to 1 haste at some point during the intervening journey, so that seems like a good final advantage to bring into the mix here. And my navigation definitely could use some work as we come in and out of Snake 17 different times just to visit all the shopping stalls, but that's fine, because now for real, I think we're ready to endeavor into Zot and see if we can keep this Slime Master alive on this side. I think at least we died in Zot on our last good Jivya run. I could be remembering incorrectly there, though. Not to be surprised. There we go, we hit alchemy cap right at the end here, so I think it's back to our evocations and fighting until the end of the universe itself. And oof, okay, definitely do not want to be berserked. That is outside of the conditions for our success. I do want to sit here and yell. Okay, I think that's all right. So I'm feeling fine to just jump down here. Similarly, let's pop up here. This can be a good little tester. Okay, that stairwell is not safe. Let's just fix that. Let's just say nay to that for now, shall we? That seems fitting to me. And then I guess the enchant armor, like I might as well put it on something, so I'll put it on the shield that we're never going to touch. And we did get to some stairs here, so let's spend 5 turns yelling. Seems safe, and now we're at the point where we have enough magic mapping scrolls, or revelation scrolls, as we've come to know and love them, to suffice for the rest of Zot. So it can be a little more free with our usage in that capacity. But I still don't think I'm going to bother exploring the entirety of the floor. I don't know. For now, let's bring you kids in here so we can actually remember to use some of our God-given abilities. Uzamancy is so strong that I should be using it much more often, even at these late stages of the game. Still pretty incredible stuff. I'm tempted to do more exploration here. Especially for our orb run, it can be nice to have a bit more of a free pathway on a slow species like this, because I'm sure we'll be running into all sorts of friendly faces and otherwise on our journey back up. But I guess we shall see, we shall see. Still can't believe we got up to 38 armor class with that. That's just wild. Okay, dimensional bullseye on you, my friend. Then we focus on killing these gosh darn moths. Ooh, our first orb of fire. To what do I owe the pleasure? Well, does that change anything about my current state of affairs here? I'm guessing the orb of fire is going to start blasting soon. I don't know if the mushrooms are enough to detract them from their fiery tendencies. But I don't like fighting all 3 of these red targets in one spot. And so I think I will actually head back upstairs. Okay, speed axe, that's fine. Resist poison and some mana on the gloves. That's not very good. So I'll leave those by the wayside for now. And yeah, let's just keep on keeping on. The rest of this floor going fairly smoothly. I guess I could have tried just Oozomancy in that previous situation and seen how it did, seen how we fared. But more than happy to play it a little bit on the safe side, and then we can not give ourselves the same behavior here. That's perfect. And let's just do a big explore, because if I could not fight those Sons of Guns, that would probably be ideal. Unfortunately, it seems like they're pretty interwoven with our path to victory here. We can maybe check out this way. Oh my gosh, as we get a bunch of things. Ooh, we lost our clarity, I think, unfortunately. It's not really a big deal. At least we still have our willpower and we still have our robust. Those are our big selling points that will keep us alive as we continue onwards for honor and glory. Okay. This is going to potentially be problematic here. I don't like enraged dragons, even on the best of days. And I'm somehow... Wait. 38 AC shouldn't be enough to prevent any damage from an enraged shadow dragon, right? What the heck was going on there? Do I have other things helping me out with my defense? I guess I was just lucky. Better to be lucky than good, as we are fond of saying. Oh, Tiamat. Now that is interesting. I don't see you very often these days, my friend. Hello, hello. Got some acid splash to you. Well, let's not mirror our own jelly. Let's mirror Tiamat, please and thank you. Really anything that's slightly more impactful. Oh, and then I freaking jinxed by accident. That's fine. Fortunately, Tiamat doesn't have any willpower shenanigans. I'm taking more damage than I would like, though. I guess that 81 hit smacks of problematic dealings. So I could use up one of my hastes, but I should probably only do so if I'm committing to this fight. Actually, almost no matter what, I probably want to use one now that I think about it. Because this is going to be interesting no matter how we slice it. Oh, I failed to cast that? Oh no, failing to 7%. Not grand. Then we dimensional bullseye on Tiamat this time. Okay, I cannot move. Good to confirm. I was pretty sure that came hand in hand with the minus tele miscast, but didn't seem to be affecting us in that way initially. Okay, I think what we need now is actually some more resistance. Oh, me oh my. Trying to think of the best way through here, like if we can... I mean, I should maybe paralyze you, because damnation is going to be a big problem. And then we can pop around this corner. That seems slightly advantageous. Acid walls, I kind of want to bring back into play when Tiamat gets closer. Man, Tiamat is just going to be a problem no matter how we slice and dice this one, folks. Can I get an acid charge at you? Not yet. But we're slow enough that you've got to be catching up, right, Tiamat? Hello? I guess I'm currently hasted, so that's doing something to grant us more ground than we would otherwise be capable of moving here. Okay, and then Tiamat is almost back in range, eh? I keep on jinx biting. Okay, what I need to do before I forget, let's adjust spells. Jinx bite, you've got to go somewhere else, friend. Especially since I would have cast you again, like an absolute fool. Okay, we can't Oozamancy because Oozamancy's already up, I believe. Dispersal did seem to work there. But Tiamat also didn't really go anywhere. They just blinked right in front of our very eyes. Interesting. Well, here's where our vast collection of digging wands potentially comes into play. Sir, I'd appreciate if you did not surround us like that. Thank you. Okay, and then is here where we make our stand. Okay, you can Searing Breath, but we can't really prevent you from doing as much. No longer hasted. It feels like I just don't have the damage output to deal with you, friend. Which is a problem. Okay, so if I had to take a different stairwell down, it would be this one. That's not much better, unfortunately. And on the orb run, I don't really want to be running Tiamat, Orb of Fire, Death Thumb, and Killer Clown all at once unexpectedly. So I probably at some point need to pick my battles and choose who I'm going to murder. 15% chance of paralyzing you is actually way better than I expected, to be honest. Well, what else have we got here? 3d24? What are your resistances like, friend? Okay. So there could be something to be said for just spamming Ice Blast at you. Can't miss. Okay, maybe I should have done this sooner. I'm still slightly more danger zone than I would like. But with 38 AC, I shouldn't die in one turn. Holy crap, Tiamat is dead. Tiamat is dead. Long live the queen. Holy, well, that was interesting, to say the least. Let's Dimensional Bolt on you, my friend, and then we can deal with the dragon threat in the interim period. In fact, a bit of a Radiate probably helps to get the job done there, and then hopefully can just spam tap through the rest of the that was all like the coterie of our draconic friend. Grants aware a chance to resist all those. Well, I mean, I'm definitely putting it on because it's going to be even more AC, going up to 48 C. Okay. I can get behind that. This character is turning into a bit of a tank, and I'm here for it. Of course, we still very likely could die a horrible death, especially if I'm not careful moving forward, but do love to see it. And now we can Dimensional thing on you, my friend. And sure, the torment still is a pain in the rear, but everything feels a bit more manageable when you're almost dead. Perfect. Guess I should clarify when they're almost dead, not so much us almost dead, but I'm sure that was relatively self-explanatory. Okay. As much as our previous encounter with the Berserk Dragon went weirdly well, I'm not really willing to take the same risk in the here and now. In fact, let's hide behind you, my friend. A bit of oozomancy to get things going here. And I was about to say there are still a few more shapeshifting bundles somewhere, but fortunately a bunch of haste mighted dream sheet, not the end of the world. As much as we've come to believe differently. Perfect. And that's nice when they just spawn a bunch of friends instead of enemies. If only that could be every endeavor and encounter. What a world we'd live in. But okie dokie, here we are in Zot 5, and it's going to be a bit of a slog to get into the mix of things, if I had to guess. Let us briefly step into the danger zone. Dimensional bullseye on you, my friend. Then we focus you as we were. Perfect. Scroll of enchant weapon. Don't mind if I do. And I guess, okay, that is most of the floor beyond where things truly start to get a bit interesting here. And in fact, before we head in, let's take a bit of a better look. I mean, not too bad on the right side here. We at least have an open pathway into the lungs. Still haven't witnessed our ability to deal with orbs of fire. So that's going to be an interesting... A tiny clown car falls from above and killer clowns tumble out? What the heck? I don't know if I've ever seen that. Well, come get me in my acid hallway, I guess, and we'll see how this overall fight goes. It's actually going better than I expected, but I now have a lot of negative effects on me, which is not great. Let's put some maybe sigils down. I can't drink potions, unfortunately, so that's a problem. Oh man. I guess, are there any scrolls that get me out of this? I could put bodies between us. Actually, that seems like probably a good idea. I am burning through my own butterflies at a prodigious rate. And you know what? Let's learn from our last encounter. Down to 11 health. 1% chance. I mean, I guess I have to just do this. What the heck are these clowns, man? This is not how I expected to go out, if at all. So, I could put in more butterflies and try to heal up. Do you know what? I have so many butterfly scrolls that I'm gonna do so. Oh, right, I can't drink potions. Okay, dimensional bullseye on you. And then even if I fire this way... Orb Guardian. Please no. Oh, this is not how I expected. Once again, things to go crumbling down. Look at my stats. Like, we're in a rough spot. In fact, I shouldn't be casting any spells now that I think about it. That's good to know. Oh boy. So, I have one blinking scroll. I'm curious what else is out this direction. Just need to survive long enough to be able to drink potions first and foremost. That's the goal here as it stands. Let's take a moment, the old hands off the keyboard approach. Haven't explicitly used that in a long time here. I mean, we have at least one more turn without these buddies encroaching on us. So I'm currently just trying to heal as much as I possibly can. In fact, you know what, this butterfly is probably not going to be doing a lot for us, so I'm tempted to just go acid. Fortunately, Jivya doesn't mind if I murder a few butterflies, which I appreciate. Then we butterfly again. There's another one of the clowns. That's what I was worried about. Well, okay, my stats are still really bad. Dispersal. Potions at least, so I could always like haste. This might be a blink first, ask questions later. So I'm gonna blink and haste. And then use the few turns to heal up as much as I possibly can. Dimensional on you. Okay, this is all slightly more castable while still not being great. And that's what you want to see, are 2 clowns coming your way. Fantastic. At least we're attacking pretty dang fast. So that gives me some amount of hope, regardless how unfounded that is.